Hello everyone, and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, Azorius Jewels. So, this is a deck that I really wanted to try for the longest time, and it did not work out in the pre-ban meta because it was just all so quickly. Now, there was a version that I tried in the early days that sort of worked with temporary lockdown, but with the rotation coming in just 1 week, I wanted to spend this whole week to focus on rotation-proof decks. So, no cards from Dominaria, no cards from, what is the other set called? The Brothers War, no cards from the Phyrexia OB1 or the March of Machines. None of those cards are in this deck, and that's the whole idea. Every card should be rotation-proof moving forward so that we are ready for all the good cards to get cycled out like Shieldred, and we're going to bring in even better cards from Edge of Eternity, like, I don't know, there's a new Shieldred version or something, but something's happening there. And in the meantime, I want to try this deck with Enigma Jewel and Mazemind Tome. So this was an idea that I, not just me, right? A lot of people had back when Enigma Jewel got released alongside, afterwards in was it Foundations for Mazemind Tome, that they thought, hey, this is a turn 1, turn 2 for a control deck that would just keep powering out cards. Yes, exactly that. I think that's very good, but I also saw this deck to be more powerful, especially while I was playing the mirror version of Omniscience. I thought about, wait, I can also slot in Collector's Vault, so I get more card draws in this deck. And I can also slot in Fountainports, so now I can make fish, I can draw cards, I can make treasure to ramp even faster if I need to. That's insane. So that's the whole idea of this deck, right? So that's our sort of card advantage. The rest of the deck really is just interactions and answers. We got a lot of board wipes, we got a lot of removal, we got a lot of counter spells. No More Lies and 3 Steps Ahead are namely our counter spells of choice. And then we got one big draw in Finale of Revelation that can draw, if X is 10 or more. We're going to draw a lot of cards from our deck, but we also shuffle our graveyard, recycle everything, and we go through this again. Now, if we do Rest in Peace, then it doesn't shuffle our graveyard, which is fine. If it's a deck we need to play Rest in Peace on, Rest in Peace on, we probably already won at that point. So Finale can it draws a lot of cards that we need, and then we also have one River's Rebuke that bounces all of our opponent's non-land permanents. That's pretty fun. Catches a lot of people off guard. And then 2 Ugin for the win con of the deck, which is, just a big planeswalker that a lot of times people struggle to interact with. And finally, if we need to win, at the end of the day, we can always beat them to death with Fish and also with Anchorage. So that's the whole idea of the deck. Let's go to the whole deck list. So turn 1, we have 2 Enigma Jewel and 2 Ghost Vacuums. Those are a very good card to drop turn 1. Enigma Jewel ramps us out of the rest of the game, and Ghost Vacuum allow us to counteract almost all the graveyard decks. And there's so many. Every deck is a graveyard deck that I noticed, right? You got your Yuna, all graveyard decks. You got your Reanimation, the Zombified decks, the Dinosaurs, all graveyard decks, and you have your Roots, sort of a graveyard deck, although probably don't want to use Ghost Vacuum as often. You want to blow up the Roots, and then you have the other graveyard deck, the Oculus graveyard deck. So Ghost Vacuum eats everything up. And then turn 2, we got 4 Get Lost, and 3 No More Lies as counter spells, 2 Collector's Vault, and 4 Mazemind Tome as card draw. So interaction if our opponent's playing things, and card draw if our opponent's not playing things. And then we got 2 Rest in Peace. I really wanted to slot in Rest in Peace in this deck instead of just the Ghost Vacuum because I want to hate on graveyards. So those are all of our 2 drops. Then going to 3 drops, well, we got 2 Make Your Move. This is a card that I decided to use now that temporary lockdowns rotated out and a lot of things are gone. We have to have both wide board removal and also targeted removal. So this is sort of a targeted removal. Destroy artifact, enchantment, and creature with power 4 or greater at instant speed, or 2 Split Up, which can blow up all tapped creature or all untapped creatures. So the targeted removal, board removal, so no temporary lockdown, but this should do, because against aggro, Split Up will clean a lot of those up. We also have 4 3 Steps Ahead as counter spells. Now, I say it's a 3 mana play, but it could be a 5 mana play, it could be a 6 mana play, it could be an 8 mana play, right? Depending on whether or not we want to just counter, which is probably the worst mode this card can have, is just counter target spell for 3 mana, which is cancel. Otherwise, we can pay 5 to counter a spell and draw 2 cards, discard a card. You can always pay 3 just to draw 2 cards, discard a card. And then you can pay an extra 3 for the spree to copy an artifact or creature. That's probably the rarest one. I don't think there's any artifact or creature we want to copy. Maybe a Mazemind Tome, but other than that, it's just really counter spells. And then we have 2 Day of Judgment and 1 Ultima for a big board wipe. No more Sunfall, but Ultima should be able to do it. Destroy all artifacts and all creatures, and then also end the turn. We do have a lot of artifacts, so we've got to be careful. That's why I only have 1 Ultima in the deck. And then 1 River's Rebuke. So you got stuff on board, not anymore. Everything gets bounced. Right? All non-land permanents gets bounced. Our opponent can keep their lands. Whatever they play, we're just going to counter it anyways. And then we have 2 Ugin, and then 1 Finale Revelation. The land-based whites, we're pretty control-heavy deck, so I'm going to run 26 lands, 2 plains, 2 islands, 4 Floodfarm Verge, 4 Meticulous Archive, 4 Restless Anchorage. So these are all the dual-color lands we have left that's not rotating out. Unfortunately, the fast lands are rotating out. And we have 2 Demo Fields to pop our opponent Myrix's. Not Myrix's Fountainports. And then we have 4 Fountainports ourselves and 4 Sunken Citadels to make sure that we can activate Fountainports very quickly. And that's the whole idea of the deck. Now let's go into the games. Alright, our opponent is Kamaha. Alright, we're good to go first. We got Mazemind Tome and a Get Lost, so I'll keep this. How's it go? Anchorage first, because I don't know what our opponent's doing, so archiving right away might be bad. We're gonna Mazemind Tome. They look to be Rakdos. Rakdos means they're gonna reanimate, right? So we gotta get ahead of that. Hopefully get ahead of that. I don't have 2 blue for the counter spell, so we will see what they're trying to do. They're only going to have 1 black mana. They could definitely have Duress in their deck. Mountain. We get an Archive. Alright, we're probably going to get Duress this turn. Do I want to keep Ugin against this deck? No. Costs too much. We have plenty of time to draw another Ugin. Right now, I need to get to my graveyard hate. I have 2 vacuums and a few more counter spells I can sling at him. Seize the spoils. I would like to draw a card. Not the card I wanted to draw. What is that? Gisha. Okay. 3 Get Lost. Why not? 3 Get Lost. Do I archive or do I Fountainport here? I think they're looking to reanimate next turn. So I don't think I'm going to Fountainport anyways. Jesus, okay. Yeah, I don't know if I have enough graveyard hits. Dinosaur. Well, I can't counter his dinosaur. Zombify. Did I let that Zombify out and just get lost it? I have a lot of get lost. I only have 1 counter spell. Another Mazemind Tome. I don't need that out right now. I could Ultimate and blow up his map tokens that I give him. That would be kind of funny. Alright, here comes another Zombify. Second verse, same as the first. We draw a card, another counter spell, and then a dodge. Well, we're gonna get out of dodge. Rakdos joins up. This we want to counter. Alright, we'll throw with the Day of Judgment, I think. That is the card I wanted. Good stuff. Alright, unfortunately this is a tap land. So that means we... Thanks. We'll only have a counter spell up, not a counter spell and draw. Which I mean, like, whatever. I can live with that. Dig deep enough, you'll get it. Now we're gonna suck. Sounds wrong. But I know exactly what I said. Seize the spoil. Another good shot. It's a lot of treasures. No, 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 no. That's only... We'll eat one. And then we'll draw a card. No more lies is pretty good. Alright, well, Anchorage. This has to be a tap land, right? So let's do that. He can't reanimate. Not with the Ghost Vacuum out. It would just keep targeting his stuff. Yeah, Graveyard Debts are degenerate. Oh, I can't counter that, huh? Okay. Vaultborn Tyrant. Pretty scary. I mean, you think that, but it's whatever's, right? Not like he can attack. And we'll take the other Gisha. Don't really have an exile. I'll get a treasure. Oh, okay. That's a lot easier to deal with now. Tap this. Destroy all untapped creatures. He will get a token. I could blow up that token. But, do we wait? I think I take 6 and wait. Now I need to get my demo field. It's gonna be a while. Then keep mapping it up. I think we just do it. I shouldn't have tapped the Fountainport. I thought the Enigma Jewel only hits artifacts, if that's not true. Or only can be used for artifacts. How much mana does he have? 1, 2... Those are maps, so those are not mana. So no more lies can actually work here. Aren't I a stinker? Alright, what else does he have? Vaultborn and Gishath. Take the Gishath out. Another Fountainport. I'll take it. Just non-stop, huh? Well, I gotta do this. Actually, no, let's let him target. There you go. Didn't do much. I like to draw a card. There's a demo field. Alright, now the game is on. Now the game is afoot. Let's make a fish. Let's break that. Hate to see it. He definitely has basic lands, right? Do I still have basic lands? I have all 4. Alright, blue. Because for some reason, 3 Step Ahead needs a lot of blues. We'll get end the turn this way. This is an instant. This is an instant. Invasion of Ergamon. Cool. You can invade. I don't even think he has any more creatures in the graveyard. No. Alright. So first we draw a card, because that I want that to happen for sure. Then we make some fish. I'd use my treasure to make a fish? Okay, no thanks. We'll take a card out. Do I use up the treasure to make a fish? It feels wrong. Do I need all that mana? It's just a 1/1. Not lethaling him. Actually, I don't think I'm gonna lethal him this game at all. I think he's just gonna quit at some point. So, not black, blue. Yeah, we'll end the turn here. I already played a land, so there's no need for me to try to draw another card. Whatever he plays cannot be countered, because he does not have... do I care about the Gishath? Whenever Gishath deal combat damage. Yeah, I don't know if I care about the Gishath. Let's destroy it. I'll take the 7. That life is nothing. Mazemind Tome gives me a lot of life. I'd like to draw another card. Demo Field for the next... whatever it's called. Cavern is fun. Let's take the Gishath out too. Alright, no more reanimation target for them. I don't think I need that many Fountainports, so we'll play another Mazemind Tome this way. I think this is game. They had their cavern and everything, but we got through it. I was worried if he cavern out in a tally, but then again, I don't even know what it can steal from me that's that impactful. Draw a card. Arena 4 life. Oh, another counter spell. Fantastic. I draw another card. And now I make the fish. The fish snowball. I'll take more cards out of his graveyard. Not that there's any more impactful cards. I guess that's technically a creature at some point. I'll take it out so he doesn't get to do it. He wants to stick it out. He's a trooper. Take 5. I got 4 counter spells in my hand. I guess if he plays Cavern, I cannot counter. Trumpeting Carnosaur. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. Counter, draw. Do I want to copy? I'll copy my Mazemind Tome. GG. Yep. Exactly what I thought was going to happen. Alright, our opponent is Rado. We go first. We got the Ripperino. I think. I keep because I have the Ripperino, but it is not a great hand. I need land number 3 to turn on these 2 cards. Or turn on the 3 steps at least. Then we get to do something. Going first means we're going to be down a draw. And drawing land number 3 is not a guaranteed, right? On 3 lands, we can play for a little bit. Green. Alright, we can play. I say a little bit, but this is about it. This is about as far as we can play. Watch, he just drops a cavern and stomps on me. Drops a cavern named Rabbits and let's go. Rush land? Ah, it's Yuna. It's the ward. Plus X plus 0, where X is his toughness. Ward 1. Yeah. Really needed to draw land here, and I did. That's pretty good. Alright, let's get blue online. I have 2 whites. Now the question is, I don't think I rip a Reno here. Rip doesn't do much against this deck. Holding up interaction might be worth it, although he's just gonna have ward. Get Lost can only kill his enchantments, which then gives him maps, so not sure about that. But I could Anchorage attack now. Another Armadillo. Reverse Rebuke does hit him though. So there's that. Audacity. I mean, I can't do anything, so we'll let that go. Alright, we dropped the Archive. I don't think I need a Ghost Vacuum against this deck. Now, we could get Lost the Armadillo. It's Ward 1, so he draws a card, but it goes away. Right? Is that worth it? What else can I do? I can 3 steps ahead their next spell, and I take 2. But they play 1 spell. You can have some maps. They do refill a lot of cards. They do have that going for them, which is nice for them. 3 steps ahead can drop the Rest in Peace. This deck does not need the Rest in Peace. For 6 mana, I can Rebuke him, and for 7 mana, the Eugene comes down. This is hard. They definitely have a lot of protection spells, and there is nowhere to run. There's only no more lives in his deck. Yeah. I knew as soon as I tech in a Graveyard Hate, it won't matter as much. It's really frustrating when that happens. And I have 4 lands, not 5, and that's also painful. Because 5 lands gets 3 step ahead triggered, so that can give me to 6, potentially. I can play that land and then map again. If he doesn't play that land and map again, I'm going to laugh. Because he mapped, right? Like, I'm pretty sure if he maps, he knows what he's trying to do. I just gave him 2 cards. That is land number 4, but it's not a good land. Or land number 5, right? But it's not a good land number 5. Look at white. Unfortunately, I put too many tap lands in the deck because I want to make it rotation proof. All of these cards are rotation proof cards. Guess we'll see what he plays. Toast to Admire. Not countering that. Ethereal Armor. I'm also not countering that, I think. If he just pump it all on an Admire because he thinks he has protection, I could remove all of it. I also have Boar Wipes. So yeah. Not a very big attack if he's even gonna attack here, right? 3 steps also not guaranteed to draw me a land. Shelter by Ghost. Ah, it's so warded up. Really? I can just block and kill one of them. But then I lose my draw, right? Do I lose my draw? Yeah, I'll lose my draw if I do it. Here is a rip. Split up. Split up is fun, but I think I do this first. I don't think I'll see this coming. Ha! You've been rebuked. Do it again. And this time the split up will catch them all. Admire. Optimistic Scavenger. Optimistic Scavenger. Optimistic Scavenger. I don't think he's going to play his last spell, is he? That's your protection spell. Oh, you gave up your protection for greed. Greed is bad. And I'm going to show you why. Wait, this is the card. Alright, let's see. Do we tap the Fountainport? I don't think we tap the Fountainport. So, split up. These for all untapped creatures. Look, all your creatures were untapped. And now they're all dead. Now we can Fountainport for a treasure. You got any more creatures? Calyx Guided by Fate. Sure. You want to shelter it too? He wants to shelter it too. Little treasure. Alright. It's not going to be easy if that's a protection spell though. I still think I'd try it. Exile your Calyx. Oh. I exile your Calyx. I'm sorry. I guess that's the end of that story. And a dodge. Get out of dodge. That treasure really helped. But I kind of saw it coming. When he wanted to shelter, I was like, yeah. We'll get him. Prairie. Attack Ugin. Or attack my face. I don't know. I mean, I would attack Ugin, right? Ugin gains 3 life every turn, so attacking my face wouldn't do anything. Does this give trample? It's just 3/3. Other creatures get +1/+1. Yeah, okay. Is that a GG? I don't want to GG him too early, so I'll just pupper him. Oh, come on. Don't be like that. Did he top deck Shardmage's Rescue now? I mean, the fact that he tapped out on that one turn kind of means that he didn't have Shardmage's Rescue. So, that was fun. Alright, 3 steps. I'll put a jewel out there. Now I can chump with the Fountainport tokens. 4 days. This whole thing. Well, you cannot shelter on the Restless Prairie. Not that you will want to. Alright, this for 2 white, and it'll make a Fountainport token. Then we'll block. Get chumped. Get chumped for days. And we'll do another Fountainport token. Because we can. Oh. Oh, so many counter spells. Say it ain't so. Oh, Ultima. Alright. Well, now we can counter everything and like block everything. Do we even... I think we blocked the Prairie. Almost there, right? We can get all of our Mazemind Tome out. Then that's like drawing 5 cards a turn. Good luck with that. 38 cards to 40. So somehow they drew almost as much as we did. I guess we didn't draw that many cards. I have two Ugin upticks and 1 3-steps. And they had 1 Audacity. Yeah, none of us really drew that many cards. Well now, what would you like to do? Pretty sure he wants to attack. He's got 2 mana for something. It's probably a protection spell, to be fair. Let's just chump it. Right? Like, it's just Sharp Mage Rescue. If I turn the Anchorage live and then block it, nothing really happens for me. And, you know, I can make 3 fish a turn. It doesn't hurt me at all. Because this gains me 3 life a turn. So my life is actually gonna go up unless I make 3 fish. 2 fish, my life goes up by 1 turn. Is this tapping the right mana? I got an Enigma Jewel. I knew that. 1 fish, 2 fish. Blue fish, dead fish. No, dead Rado. Come on. I mean, you can quit now. This game is over. But our opponent's sticking it out for the foreseeable future, I suppose. Gotta make sure I'm adding the mana correctly. Let's make another fish. Ah, the ropes. These opponents are like they play these cheese decks, and when they can't win right away, you can feel the salt. If they cannot win by like turn 4, you're supposed to leave the game, not just salt it up like this. All right, let's archive first. Maybe it's a card I want to draw. Maybe it's a card I want. You know what? I want to draw that.
My plan bears fruit.
Yeah, let's do this. Now I'm at 12. I could minus 11, and we can get this going. If our opponent's still in the game, Jesus, he's just gonna prairie every turn. You're not gonna get through. When would it get through your thick skull that your 3/3 is not gonna get through the Ugin? You can shelter by Ghost. Audacity. Alright, I think... You know what? Let's counter it. Why not? 1. No. Trample free. Oh. Even better. I don't need another Anchorage. Actually, I also don't need Ultimate DOJ, so I don't know what I was doing. I cannot make your move on the Restless Prairie unless he makes it bigger. If he Audacities again. Oh! Okay. Ah, it's a big creature. Attack it. Attack it. Come on. 5 damage to Ugin. What a deal. You're gonna have to tap to attack. It's not Vigilance. Now we GG? Okay, minus 11 now. I assume that's game. But, no? Okay, our opponent wants to play it out. He has no creature, right? I still think I'm minus 11. Let's just do it. We'll get another Ugin anyways. Maze, 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 maze. Yeah, maze, maze. Ghost Vacuum. Let's get all those out. Alright, let's first play this Ugin. I don't want to exile anything. I don't want to exile anything. I'll keep this new Ugin. Vacuum.
required.
No.
So
Maze. No.
knowledge is
Maze. No. Maze.
heed my counsel.
Maze.
I grant you
Also no. Alright.
my resources. I know many arcane rituals.
Arcane Ritual, is that a card? I don't remember. Oh, really? We have to play this out, huh? You just insist on playing this out. We'll draw a card. Get lost. Make fish. Make fish. Draw a card. How many cards? 25. Draw cards. I just want all the counter spells. Did not get all the counter spells? That's fine. 6. Make fish.
The essence of this world.
23 cards. He's dead next turn. I could have attacked him with Anchorage, to be fair. I didn't even look at how much life he has, because I wanted to go fast. Ginger Brute. Oh no, it's haste. Shelter by Ghost. Alright, we'll kill it this way with a Get Lost. You guys Charmage Rescue? It's gotta be a Charmage Rescue you're holding up, right? There it is. Destroy a target artifact or enchantment or creature. Looks like it's an artifact, huh? Now we're gonna GG? Jesus. Some people don't know when to quit. It's not perseverance to stay in a game that you've already lost. You're just wasting each other's time. So I'm gonna fish. I don't even want to use my vacuum anymore. Let's just go for the lethal. Puppers! Woof, woof! GG. See you next game. Welcome back, everyone. Now that you saw all of those Jewel games, how does this deck feel? I think this Enigma Jewel actually was very good in the 2 games that we play. Now, these games were very long, which is what I expected of this control deck. And unfortunately, unlike the previous version of the control decks that I always try to play, right? Little Jace Arena is no longer in the standard metagame, so we don't have that mill win con. There's probably other mill cards, but Jace was just so good as both tempo card draw or endgame mill that we don't have anymore. We also don't have one of the biggest things in mill. It was a 3-mana card. I forgot what it's called. Yeah, come on. There's an artifact. There it is. Realm Breaker. Yeah, this is the card that I really liked for all the mill decks. But, of course, that's rotating out because it's March of Machine. So, now we don't have that mill anymore. And we have to sit through our opponent's deck and just counter everything and kill them with fish, which we were able to do. And that's the whole idea of the deck, right? The games are going to last longer, but it's very interactive because we got counter spells, we got removals, we got hates on the graveyards for days, and then we got board wipes for, you know, whatever situation we're in. Enchantments, we got Get Lost. Artifacts, we got Ultima, and also Make Your Move. Planeswalkers, we also have Get Lost. Whiteboards, we have Day of Judgment, and then if nothing else, we can Reverse Rebuke them. Then that still will blow up remove everything that they have on their side, and then whatever they had to replay, we'll just counter it. So that is the idea. The deck is very strong. We were able to win both of the games that we played in, pretty hands down, I think. Now, I don't think we were at danger of dying, but we were at danger of having bad cards drawn. So this deck really does rely on knowing what is a good card draw, not relying on just luck in drawing cards. Obviously, every deck has some luck basis to it, but this deck has a lot of card draw. You just have to know when to sling it. Mazemind Tome is a card draw. 3 Steps Ahead was a card draw that we really needed, right? In that last game, we really needed to use 3 Steps Ahead just to draw that land for land number 6 for Reverse Rebuke, and that's how we won that game. If it wasn't for that, we might have died. So it's a deck that you have to take time to learn, but once you learn it, it's actually really fun. And I think it's very strong in the current metagame because, well, there's not really much answers to this deck, right? This deck doesn't do anything crazy, but it just slowly draws out your opponent with Enigma Jewel. With Enigma Jewel and Mazemind Tome, they cannot outpace our card advantage, and then we win. So that's the idea of this deck. I'm pretty sure Edge of Eternity is going to bring a lot of good cards for this style of deck as well. One card I would probably cut from this deck is No More Lies. It's a good card, but it's not great. There's still Cavern of Souls in play, so maybe 3 No More Lies is a bit too much. Maybe I cut down to 2 or even 1 No More Lie, and I'll get more interaction spells, something that maybe, not specifically counter, maybe destroy evil. The other one that's rotating out, I don't think I go with that anymore. The Soul Partition, that card's rotating. But something to interact with our opponent, right? We have plenty of card draws. I don't think we have enough interactions at every scenario. I wish I have like a Stifle effect like the Shana, but that's a creature and I don't really want to slot it into this deck. I don't think I have room. But that would be a very good card to put in this deck because imagine that our opponent slams a 12/12 dinosaur and we just Stifle its effect and it would just get lost in. Then they would really quit that turn. So this is how I feel about this deck. Very fun to play, but definitely look forward to this style of play if you like it in Edge of Eternity. I think it's here to stay for a while. That's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.